Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Mythus Operandi, and this is episode 11 of our Stonewalkers adventure. Firstly, I wanted to start just by saying a big thank you for everyone who's been commenting on the videos, liking them as well. I'm having a lot of fun recording this with a couple of friends. We're not voice actors, we're not professionals, and we're not getting everything right as we go, but we're having fun while we're doing it, and I hope you are too. Let's just jump straight on in, and we'll see what they get up to in this episode. Hello everybody, I'm Mythus Operandi, and welcome back to Stonewalkers, a Cosmere RPG. I don't know why I said it twice, but it sounded right in my head until I said it. And we're joined, as always, by the wonderful Grogrin playing Storm.
Hello and welcome to the stream, everyone.
The eloquent Ipman playing Talanor.
Hail and well, Matt.
The rambunctious Jamie playing Faz.
This stream brought to you by electricity on your computer.
Gonna say we're not sponsored by Pepsi, but if you do want to sponsor us, Pepsi, just reach out. And the handsome Kaar playing Sun.
Hello, hope everyone's having a good day, and thank you. I am handsome.
Very handsome.
I dug myself into that with Grogrins, and I'm like, now I've got to give everyone a title. And I almost said played by Sun, but I'm glad I got it the right way around. Welcome in, everybody. This is we've had a bit of a hiccup at the start. You wouldn't notice this on the YouTube side of things, but we're like 15 minutes late on our Twitch recording because my computer decided to break. Anyway, this is Stonewalkers. We were going to do a little bit of banter, but we're going to cut that out. We're going to jump straight into the action because I want to make sure we can get a good chunk done today. We've got some goals. Well, I've got some goals. We'll see if they go well or if they're thrown into the wind. What we'll start with, though, is who remembered what we did last time?
We played the
We
game.
have a dog.
Last, we had the adventurers, our party of Stonewalkers, traverse between the Colin camp to the Aladar camp. Before they did that, they stopped by the Devotery of the Mind, where, after grouping up all together, with the four of them united, found out a little bit of information about the glyphs that were on the bandits that raided them outside in the Shattered Plains. They made their way through towards the Aladar war camp, where they found a very colorful Thalen menagerie. A little bit of chaos ensued, and they came out ahead with a little pup. I was going to say Skag, but that's because I've got Borderlands on my mind. What are the dogs in Roshar? Hacksound, thank you. They got themselves an Axehound pup, which is yet to be named. Have we named the
No, it
Axehound
was
pup?
named by Ellie.
Oh, that's right. It was Gollum.
Oh yeah, Gollum.
Axehound pup. I'm making sure I'm writing this down. Named Gollum.
Well done.
After that, they ventured towards. Hold on, I'm going to stop the music is distracting for me, but no one else can hear it. Let's just hit the stop button. There we go. Did I already mention we're not going to have any music audio on the stream side of things? I'll put them in
Yes, you
post on
did.
YouTube, so don't worry about that. You can tell that everything has gone to plan because I'm already lost. They went to the Red Rockbud, where they met the proprietor named Nell, who gave them a little bit of information, said that she might try and find out who this Liss is, because they're still trying to figure out who the Stone Shaman contact is, or where they are. However, as they left the Red Rockbud, they encountered a very poorly hidden spy who had been trailing them, apparently for the last couple of days. Catching him, they got a tidbit of information. Nell had paid him to watch the party. Not Nell. Nell is the Red Rock Bug. A woman had paid them, didn't get a name, to watch the party. However, she could be found in the outer market at a bakery called the Creme Oven. So they've got a little bit of direction. They have somebody at least who's interested in them. and has situated themselves in the outer market at this creme oven bakery. Now it's up to you what you'd like to do with that. Do we want to do a little bit of a character introduction? I don't think we've done that in a little while. Sure. How about, who would like to go first? Give a little bit of a very brief character introduction, because I think it's been quite a few sessions since we've actually done one of them on stream. Just tell us your character name, what they do, and who's your daddy and what does he do?
Everyone all at once. 3, 2.
2, 1.
Go.
My character is Faz. He's like a senile, aloof doctor.
Yep. And he hails from the Eyrie, so he's got somewhat faded now, but more goldish tanned skin, and what used to be gold hair is now a little wispy and falling out, very much balding. I can relate. Who would like to go next?
Yeah, I'm currently playing Sun, who is the Unkalaki frontline guardian of the group, who is also known by Kunamana Kai Luna Tuki Yugigu.
I am impressed. I'll eventually be able to say it as quickly. I'm also a little bit concerned that you said currently playing. I do know that you've gone down a few times in combat, so hopefully we don't lose you, because yeah, we want to keep these characters around for a while. But hey, I'm not going to pull my punches if that happens. Okay, who's next? Maybe Grogrin. We'll go in like a clockwise order that started at Jamie.
Hello, I'm Grogrin. I play Storm, who is a Shin, basically assassin.
A Shin Assassin.
Shin
like it.
assassin.
And good man, tell us a little story about Talanor.
I am playing Talanor, who is half Alethi, half Unkalaki, and he is a very noble-minded, honor and code-bound duelist who is trying his best to recover his family's legacy and regain his titles after a loss of some sort that he was dealt in the past.
After some kind of event. Okay, well, why don't we just jump in to where we left off? The spy Vedalin. Spy is probably a little bit of a generous word. The person who was paid to watch you scampers off with blood and urine trailing behind him, because he had quite the encounter with the four of you, and has given you some information. The creme oven. What do you want to do? Do you want to head straight there? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, we want to head straight there just in case this follow-up has a chance to warn whoever this is that we're coming.
Okay. You make your way out of El Aladar's war camp. You, the outer market is kind of situated near Elikar's palace, the High King of Alethkar. It's a market separate from the 10 war camps of the 10 High Princes. Here you can find all sorts of goods and merchandise for sale that, you know, merchants that don't want to assign or relate themselves to an independent high prince, you'll find them in the outer market. It's not too hard to get directions to where the creme oven is. The bakery itself is a dilapidated stone building, still wet with creme on its stoneward side. A chimney bellows thick smoke from the leeward side, and the warm glow of firelight emanates from an open window. Inside, you can see a dark-haired, full-figured woman who appears to be watching you as you approach and stand out of the entrance. You can see she's wearing a black dress. She's got emerald jewelry and quite fashionable but practical boots. I don't know how you could see the boots in through the window, but she does have quite fashionable practical boots. She's calmly gripping a bread knife that you can see, and she calls out through the window. Ah, so you finally came for me. Speak carefully, whoever you are, or I'll show you how well I use this knife. And she gestures towards the door for you to enter.
Is there anything we notice out on the street?
It's fairly busy street. This is in a little bit more of the more run-down section of the outer markets, but everything's still fairly organized. You'll see beggars here and there. You'll see passers and passerbyers coming up and down the street, bringing goods either to a merchant store or just travelers or other Alethi that are walking by to peruse and pick things up. And the building itself, you can see it's got a through the windows at the front. You can see that there's another door in the back of what's a rather small room that she's currently sitting in. And other than that, you can't really see too much. It's a fairly nondescript little bakery. It looks more like a supplier to a merchant store than somewhere that people would come in and regularly buy bread themselves.
What's everyone else's thoughts?
Talanor
We
will-
just go straight in,
Get
right?
through the back door.
Don't be scared, I don't bite. Come on in. I think we've got something to talk about.
Sun will just go in. We'll still in.
Talanor will follow.
Okay, you head on in, and you notice that she's got 4 stools that are kind of situated up against the wall, and she'll indicate them and go, pull them up, make yourself comfortable, and welcome to my establishment, or at least where I've been doing my businesses of late. Now then, I have heard of you, the 4 of you. Some interesting rumors, and I think our paths might have crossed at some point. But don't let me be rude here. My name is Liss. And from what I hear, you've been looking for me.
Yes, that is correct.
For quite a while.
Well, you've got me at a disadvantage. So, who are you lovely people that seem to be very interested in little old me?
Sun's going to point to himself, goes, I am Sun. This is cousin Talanor. This is Dr. Fuzz. And this is Storm. And it just like directs to each party member, respectively.
Well, it's nice to meet you. But you piqued my interest. Why have you been asking about me?
We have been searching for you. Because
Go
of
on.
A late friend has asked us to search you out.
And does this friend have a name?
Yes, he does. Let me go to my notes. Sorry, my brain.
Hazo.
Tazo.
Yeah.
Tazo. Tazo sent us.
Well, that doesn't ring a bell. What did they want with me?
You were a contact of theirs. He's a what did they call that? A Stonewalker shaman, I believe. And he looks over to Storm for confirmation.
Just Stone Shaman.
You
yes,
will
that.
recall that he called you Stonewalkers, which is a term that Shin sometimes give other nations because they don't walk on stone; they find it sacred. But yeah, they are. He was part of the Stone Shamans.
Yeah. Talanor thanks Storm for his correction. Yes, a Stone Shaman.
Well, that information does line up. I've been waiting to hear back from them, but unfortunately, my task is yet to be completed. Now, what do you know about their mission? And you can tell she's asking a bit of a probing question. It looks like she's not too willing to reveal information just yet, but more so wanting to make sure you guys are who you say you are and potentially have contacts with the Stone Shamans.
Just trying to remember the top of my head. What?
They were looking to retake a honor blade, I believe they called it. And he'll pull out the piece of paper that had the crude drawing of Talon's honor blade on it that he had done earlier, and he just kind of shows it to her, just like this one specifically, the one that looks like a nail, and it's just a triangle with a handle.
She'll nod and just do you know much about this shard blade you're after? This honor blade?
Only that has been taken.
Okay.
It was meant to
by-
come here, but it was taken beforehand by others.
What do we have in the book that I got? I
So
think we
you
have
got a
a chance to
copy
look
of
through
the
the
Words
book.
of Radiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a chance to read through that book.
Yeah, I mean, you could have perused it a little bit. Shansun from the Devotee of the Mind had gone through it and talked about it a little bit. Giving you a basic knowledge of what they know about the Heralds, about the Honor Blades. The Heralds were chosen of the Almighty that led the Knights Radiant to save mankind against the Desolations.
So when she asks this, like, Faz is gonna like pull out the book and show her and sort of say, "We don't know much more than this, and we were hoping you knew a little bit more."
Well, I'm at your disposal. What questions have you got?
You know where it
What?
comes from?
Where it comes from? The Honor Blade. Well, from the herald that held it. See, I'm trying to piece together where you fall into this, and whether or not we can be of help to each other.
I
Well,
promised to complete Tassel's mission.
as did I.
Hazel, there's that name again. Where do I know that from? And Faz kind of like falls back off into his own mind.
Oh, poor old man Faz in his memory.
Don't mind him. He has his moments.
Okay, well, why don't we start from the top? As I said, you can call me Liss. I'm a specialist at keeping an eye on things, if you catch my meaning. I do work with clients who value discretion, and of late, my current contract is with the Stone Shamans from Shinovar. Now, it sounds like you might be after the same thing. I just want to know if you're a competitor or if you're an ally.
Competitor. What?
Me and my cousin owe Tezo our word, so we will complete his mission no matter what.
I can
I
use
owe
that.
him nothing, I believe.
Well, regardless your reasons, how about your assistance?
Work is always good.
Okay.
Faz is gonna mimic her and be like, "It depends on what you're asking for." And, like, same facial expression, same posture, same everything.
Yeah, she gives off the a confident posture. She's seeming far more relaxed than and a lot more assured of her own situation than what you might expect, especially considering she's outnumbered 4-1, and the four of you are all, well, I mean, Faz not quite openly as armed, but fairly well armed, able-bodied fighters. She'll give you a smile and go, well, I get paid when my job's done, and I'm currently contracted to get this honor blade back with the other 9 of them. You see, the Shin had said they're trying to reclaim it to return it to its rightful place. So I'll get paid once we get it back there, or once I get it back there. And if you're willing to help, I'll see that you get equally compensated. But it sounds like you guys might already have your own motives. A little extra pay might help incentivize keeping me in the loop, at least.
If you are part of this mission, it may aid you in knowing that the people after Tezo and his retinue were bearing the mark of out of character. Which herald was it?
The Truth Watcher one.
Which herald was it? Talanor would know this.
It was Pala.
Yeah, Pala. Talanor explained it might benefit you to know that the people who killed Tezo and his retinue were followers of Palia, or a cult of Palia. They had her glyph on their face, and they were the ones who attacked the Kolinar cart and stole the blade.
Yeah, I did hear as much. Well, let's say I've been doing some information gathering, and from what I heard of the guards that came back with that call-in camp and the merchants that were attacked, the information lines up. Well, why don't we exchange some information? Anything you want to know, and then we'll talk about where we go from here.
Do you have any information on these cultists, or raiders, or bandits?
Not much more than what you've told me. They, from what I can tell, don't have a presence here in the Shattered Plains, or even in the war camps specifically. They don't seem to have any affiliation with anybody that is operating in or out. It does seem like the staged attack that had hit you was orchestrated from elsewhere. They were operating in the Shattered Plains, but they haven't been seen, I guess, since that attack. What was that, about a week and a half ago now? It's
Can't imagine bandits want to be seen.
It seems so, but whatever happened, this bandit group hasn't been seen since they attacked you, which tells me that they probably aren't picketed just outside the war camps. Whatever happened, or wherever they have gone, I'll find out more information and we can see if we can track them down. Now, you're saying that this honor blade, they took it?
Yes.
Yes. Specifically, an Iriali man, from what I could remember. It was a little hard to see during the storm.
Well, I can look more into that. The Colins thought that they brought it back. They brought back one man, one shard blade, and that's about all that I could get out of them. They're pretty tight-lipped over there in Dalinar's war camp.
I have to ask, is it truly Talon? Is it really his blade?
The Stone Shaman seem to think so. And if their money speaks as loudly as their beliefs, then I'm happy to go along with it. But
Talanor visibly deflates a little,
the heralds,
not getting a straight confirmation.
From what I hear, all of these heralds disappeared a long time ago. Going back to the Tranquiline Halls, as the Varan teachings believe. I'm not much of a religious person myself, but, well, hell, you've got a whole world believing that's the case. So I find it a little far-fetched, but hey, I don't question. They say bring them a shard blade, an honor blade. I'll do it. I'll get paid.
Thank you.
Well,
Just I'm trying to.
our first roll of the night, a 14 on your insight. What are you trying to feel out?
Is she hiding information? Like in that subtext, in the start of the conversation, she mentioned competitors. Well, more or less asking if we were competitors. Is she worried about competitors?
With a 14, you can tell that she's trying to get a feel for you. She is definitely not telling you everything. It doesn't seem like she's outwardly lied about anything, but more of an omission of all of her information at this point. Yeah, she's not being deceitful, but she's definitely holding back. In terms of competitors, you can tell she's got suspicions. A woman like this probably has to be if they're going to keep themselves alive.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, if you want to call her out or ask her anything, she seems happy to at least answer any of your questions.
Is there anything we noticed in the room? Anything important?
It is fairly unordained with things. You do smell baked bread, whether or not the back end of this room, because it is an actual bakery. You don't see as much bread out on the, there's no bread in this room. It's not really adorned to be. This looks more like more of a organizing, administration-y kind of room, whereas the bakery would be out back. Pretty nondescript. There's nothing of interest. You just see one door that you came in from, and then a door going into the main building behind it, behind where Liss is sitting at a table.
What's behind the door?
It's closed.
As I was going to walk away from the group, go peruse the items.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm going to grab her attention and sort of ask, not realizing what he's doing, but more or less trying to push the agenda and questions. Like, since we are now in your employ, who do you think would be wanting to take the Underblades?
Well, that being an honor blade, if that's the case, that blade means power you could only dream of. More on a shard blade, more on any other shard plate. More than kingdoms. For that kind of risk, you need connections. So, I would imagine that whoever took this blade would either be well connected, but if they knew about it, if the Shin knew about it, who else knows who could know about it? Something like that. A shard blade's worth a kingdom. This thing, if this is an honor blade, I mean, hell, they're said to not only be as devastating as a shard blade, but give you some kind of magical powers. If that's the case, it's word might get around. Probably more than just you were asking about it.
Do you have any leads on where it could be right now? We kind of don't know where they went after the storm.
That's the tricky part. After your caravan got hit, it was like leaves in the breeze. I was just trying to think. They do have leaves in. Yes,
Sort of.
They do, and leaves would probably It's like sand in the breeze. They disappeared without a trace. Uncanny.
I'd say stones in the storm would also be a good one.
Ooh, I like that. Stones in a high storm.
While this conversation is going on, Baz is going to take a few of the marks out of his pouch and drop them on the ground, and then call out, "Storm, could you help me with this for a second, please?"
She doesn't even give you more than a side eye, but you get the feeling that she's keeping close tabs on you. She definitely knows that this isn't just a inconvenience. She seems.
Do I notice the side eye?
You're from where you're standing, you wouldn't, but I'd say that the other three probably would have caught the side eye, and she doesn't seem to be tense at all. She seems to be happy to let you can do what you want to do over there. It's a small room, so you'd have to be pretty quiet if you want to say anything without her hearing. She's not feeling threatened by it.
So, yeah, I pulled Storm over.
Yeah, you head over there, Storm?
Yeah.
So when we're down on the ground picking up the marks, Faz is gonna whisper very quietly to Storm, "Oh, behind it."
Probably the other part of the bakery.
Roll for me a stealth.
Well, I was actually going to say, I think you should check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would like a stealth check to see how quietly you're saying this. It is a rather small room. And what about you, Faz? Okay.
I whisper like a god. What can I say?
Yeah, she doesn't hear. She doesn't hear what you guys were saying. And Storm, if you wanted to slip through the door, I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna get you to bother to roll a stealth check because I don't think she would ever possibly miss that one of you left the room and didn't go out the front door because she's not blind. But yeah, if you want to, you can go and approach and open that back door.
When I pass on this message, I want to go back up to the group. And what was the last thing she'd said? Sorry.
She was talking about the Honor Blade and how that she was asked if there was any competitors or who else might be hunting for it, and she's just basically said something that powerful, people will find out there's probably more than just you that are after it.
Competitors you were talking about. Sorry, I dropped all my marks back there. Who are they?
Ah, yes, how clumsy of you. And she kind of like turns and looks towards the two of you sitting, to the side of her. Well, there's a few people in this game. I don't know everyone. I don't know who's hunting it. Right now, it seems like those bandits who hit your caravan and supposedly took this Honor Blade, they've dropped off my radar completely. And because the Colins believe they brought back one man, one shard blade, and they did bring back a shard blade. I know they did. There's not too many people talking about it, except for you four here in the Shattered Plains that I found anyway. I don't know who my competitors might be. I just wanted to work out if you were one of them, if you were gonna come in my way, or if you were gonna work with me.
The Colins, are they around here?
Oh yeah, so and she looks at you a little puzzled. You know where you are, right?
Our friend, he is of absent mind.
As I stated before, he has his moments.
The mighty Talanor Colin.
Then
I hear you're staying in his war camp from the information I've gathered.
While this is happening and they're kind of pointing it out, Baz is gonna pretend to stumble into her in like a senile daze in a way that says like, pick me up, help me, I'm like falling over.
Okay. Roll for me a perception check as you do that.
Perception?
Yep.
Wouldn't I roll deception?
You can roll both, actually. Roll for me a deception first, and then roll for me a perception test. Yeah, you quite convincingly stumble into her. Give me a perception test.
Okay.
And I'd say, Storm, are you looking at or making your way towards that back door?
No, not at all.
Storm would still be in the back where I dropped my marks.
Yeah, he'd still be back
as
there.
far away from and as hidden as possible.
You convincingly stumble in towards her, and you notice that she does with because you've come in from the left side. Both of her hands have come up and like has helped righten you, but you also caught that in the sleeve of her right wrist there was a dagger that was very, very close, just in case you did anything. She was far more ready for a threat of violence than what you might have anticipated originally. That 18 perception test, you could tell that she had a dagger, and it was very close to a very vital spot as she rightened you back up.
So as like Baz grabs onto her, he's putting all his weight into her, and he's not letting her ride him. He's like pushing into her and like getting her to hold him up. and then says in like out of breath, "I don't feel well. Can you help me outside, please?" And
She'll,
then kind
yep.
of gestures his whole body towards her, and like he's muscling, he's strong, he's almost pulling her in a way.
She'll
Faz, I didn't know you were so ill. Here, let me help you, my friend. And Talanor's gonna go over to him and take his hand.
Faz is gonna stumble really quickly and kick Talanor's shin as hard as he can.
I need another deception test. And also Talanor can roll an insight test if you want to see if Talanor picks up on what Faz is putting down. That's 3 18s in a row. Oh no, it was 18, 18, 22. Not bad. Not
Here,
bad.
let's see what Talanor's insight gives him.
I'll let you play it out how you like, Talanor.
Yeah, no, Talanor has no clue. He is just trying to be very polite and help his frail old man friend. He has no clue this is a lie.
So the whole he as this sort of helps out, he desperately looks back at the woman and says, "Please, I need some fresh air."
Just having my rolling. I'm just going to roll on the table. Okay. She was rolling an insight against you, and she'll shrug, and she stands up and rightens you up straightwards, and she goes, whispers, and only really so you can hear, but the rest could if they stray, and she'll go, "I'll help you outside, but you can just ask. I'm trying to be an open book here." And she'll stand up and walk towards the door and obviously not look at the direction of any of the other people, and just look at you, and as she walks you towards the door. Now, how far do you want me to go?
As they start to walk out, Faz is gonna kind of ignore what she said, put his arm around Sun, and sort of pull him at the same time. I'm guessing Talanor's following us out, desperate to try and help.
So, because she's probably got one arm like around your back, and the other one's like holding you up by the torso.
Faz is around her and Sun as he's being walked out.
You very clearly feel you've got the hand against the torso, but you also feel a rather sharp prick that is pushing up against the side of your ribs as well, just below where the hand is. She's not hiding the fact that she's got a dagger up against your ribs.
Oh yeah, no. So as we're kind of being led out, would you just make some small talk with her about the blade?
Yeah, Sun's basically just got a hand on the back of Faz, like he'll just sort of like one would do is like if they had been vomiting or sick, like he'll feel better, and it's just like following him out.
Yeah, so I noticed you had a fine blade on you.
Why, yes, and just how fine a point it can make, I'm sure neither you nor I need to find that out.
Is that jabbing into my side?
Who can say? A clumsy man like you, well, gotta make sure you don't trip and fall again, especially not on anything that could hurt you.
So once we're all outside, I want to hear what Storm's doing on the inside.
Once she gets outside, she will actually shrug you off, and unless you want to like make an athletics grapple attempt to hold her, she'll just take a stand and like lean up against the wall behind her.
There's no like bench or something nearby?
Oh yeah, there'd probably be no, this is kind of like the back entry to the creme oven where the spy that was the tail that was following you told you to meet her. Here is more like a more narrow kind of like it's mostly used for people carting goods, so it doesn't get a lot of customers that would come here and sit down and peruse wares. It's a fairly kept clear corridor that's running behind the back of a couple of businesses.
We brought our Chol with us. I mean, you could probably just like sit on Choladin.
Yeah, if you've been bringing Choladin around, I thought he was still stabled at the Ornery Chol.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought we had brought him with us to get to the Aladar camp.
No, we left him at the
Ornery Chol with
Ornery, along with the pup.
Yeah.
The
what fell column?
That's right. So yeah, as she like sits him down, he'll just keep making small talk with her about the blade.
Yeah, I mean, is there any questions you want to ask her in particular? And while that's happening, Storm, while you're left inside, or Talanor, if you came out as well, what are you guys doing?
Oh yeah, Talanor came out and he's just scolding Baz for like drinking or eating the food at the Aladar war camps, telling him how unhygienic they can be sometimes.
Yeah, you totally believe he's probably like, has he got food poisoning? Is he just really drunk? I don't think we drank that much at the Red Rock Bud. All right, Storm, what are you doing?
Storm will also exit because he thinks that door just leads to the other side of the bakery.
Okay.
You're not gonna look anywhere.
It's a very basic room back there. There's not much to look at.
If you wanted to have a peek through the door, you're pretty close to it. It wouldn't be that hard for you.
He'll have a peek through the door. Just roll perception.
Roll deduction. Or perception. I'll accept both. Okay, 21 perception. There's no other people in here. It's got all of the hallmarks of a bakery. It's got the ovens. It's got you can see another storeroom where they probably keep all of the lavis grain and all of that. But the one thing, especially with the 21, that you do notice is that the door, when you've pushed it open, you actually the latch looks a little bit odd. You're not too sure what it is. You might have to roll a crafting or something else to determine. But it opened very easily on your first push. And the other thing that you notice is that there's a very clear, intentionally clear pathway from this door to the door that leads out the front of the bakery, which is also closed. So it's got a very clear pathway that you can see. It looks like maybe tables weren't quite where they used to be, but they've been shifted. You do see where, on the floor, something that might have been situated there for a very long time has been moved because it's like less faded by wear and footwear, and it's a very clear movement path between this door
it's
and
an escape path.
Essentially, but you don't see, especially with the 21, you don't see anything interesting. And, being a bit of a hunter, and you've probably gathered information here and there in your travels as well. You don't get the feeling that there's anything of interest on this side of the room. It looks like this is maybe more so just a meeting place rather than a base of operations. But then you head back and rejoin the party. When he comes out, what is Faz doing? Are you keeping up the act?
No, he kind of immediately drops it. He regains himself. He stands up and brushes himself off and says, "Oh, sorry about all that. Sometimes I just not quite sure what's happening with my body. Sometimes it's my mind. But I thank you for helping me out here and talking to me about that fine blade."
She'll smile and then indicate back in for the four of you to enter back in. But as everyone starts to file back in, you feel like a slight tug on the back of your shirt that holds you back for just a second there, Faz. And the three of you just heading back on in as well.
Sun will just check the back alleys, make sure if someone's trying to see this conversation before heading back in.
Yeah, give me a perception.
Very good.
Yeah. You can't see anyone poking their heads around that ducked away when you entered. I'm willing to bet you were probably doing that when you went into the alleyway in the first place as well.
Yes.
You didn't see anything that didn't look like general movement. Everything seems fairly normal. No one seems to be all that interested. So Talanor, Sun, and Storm re-enter the bakery, and she holds Faz back just a second by a tug of the shirt, and she'll just whisper, "We all have to put on faces sometimes, and I gotta say, old man, you're a lot better than I expected. Maybe there's hope for you yet." And she'll give you a smile, and then she'll just let you go and let you walk in, and she'll follow you in unless you wanted to say anything back to her.
Would she have known from my roll?
She rolled very well on her insight. And
Oh, right. She had insight.
yes, I am. The one thing I still don't know how to do properly on Foundry is how to roll without a character sheet and hide the roll and the modifier. So I'm just doing it by hand. So I don't necessarily want you to see NPCs modifiers. So until I figure that out, I'll probably just be rolling things by hand.
Click the eye with the cross for it.
Yeah,
But she
cool.
doesn't have a character sheet. I've got.
Yeah, you can just type in a roll there and with that.
Oh, blind GM roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna test this out. 1d20.
You can click the things down the bottom.
Here rolling, but see nothing.
There you go.
What do you see on your end?
Nothing.
Question marks.
Question marks.
Oh, the more you know. Sadly, though, that roll was a nat 20. Okay. Yeah,
We got rid of it.
If she's got one thing she does well, she's got very good insight.
Storm will kind of give her a nod of approval at seeing her come back in with Faz and
Yeah.
after seeing the escape path.
Baz will just wink at her when she says what she says, and then go back in as well.
And she leaves it there. She doesn't say any more than that.
Right.
You head back inside. Just adjusting that window slightly. You head back inside, and she'll sit back down and go, well, probably fair I tell you how I got involved in all of this. That is, if you're interested. I'm in a generous mood, so I'm happy to at least tell you why my stakes are in this game.
Son will just like look over his party members and just look back to her and just like, no, it's like, might as well.
Curiosity is a bit of an odd contract, especially in something I don't quite believe is true. But you see, I once worked with a strange shin bloke who got me very interested in their people. I later met the Stone Shamans on my way through Yarkaved. Turned out they had need for people like me, and one thing led to another. But my curiosity was quite piqued, so I was happy to take their contract over some other very lucrative ones. Because, well, hey, if it's true, this is an honor blade, they are paying very well. But, and it looks like she's about to say something else, and then, son, you probably hear it first. All of a sudden, you hear a loud cracking noise. And as if in tune with what she was saying, you feel movement on your chest, and before you can do anything, that pouch around your chest that contains that odd stone seems to somehow mold and move its way out of the lip, rolls out of the shirt, hits the floor, lands on it, and then rolls for a few more feet. The loud crack echoes again, and all of a sudden, Hazo's stone shatters into the form of a tiny woman made entirely of stone. This strange Spren looks up at you first, son, and then at the other four people in the room with him. And with a voice like gravel, it says, I am Poahu. Take me to... I will help. And Liss looks down and goes, well, I'd say, maybe there's truth to what they're saying about this honor blade. And she looks a little bit stunned, and I'll show you a photo of this little stone person who is now standing on the ground in front of you.
Oh, adorable.
I'll
He's a
jump over
little
to the map
dwarf.
version.
It'd be like, by the one, it's a little person. She's made entirely of stone.
That's its
Let's see,
divinity.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah. Leaky.
Her name is
which is the Unkalaki concept of a Spren.
A little god.
More yeah, little god.
Yeah.
The Unkalaki view Spren as aspects or like small parts of like basically little gods. And also, I actually realized I didn't show you what Liss looks like as well. How rude of me. Let me pull that up too. And there we have Liss. I think everyone should be able to see that both on stream and you guys as players.
Well then.
Oh, is Talanor's breath taken away?
Mine is.
He's gloveless.
No, she's wearing a glove.
She's
No,
wearing a
she's
glove on
wearing
her
a
left
glove.
hand. Her right hand's exposed.
She's not as salacious as that Aldari camp, floozy. So
Losing.
This was meant to have his arm over her shoulder. I'm thinking maybe he just had his arm around her hip now. Good God.
Yeah, she's probably taller than you.
She'll
But,
tower over him.
yeah, I mean, you can see why she was very easily able to like pick you up even with your strong hands on her. She's not dainty. All right. Back to it. What do you guys do? This stone. Just talk to you guys.
Son is in stunned reverence of the stone cracking and awakening.
Mhm.
At least in his eyes, that's what he sees. So basically, he's in awe of this.
Talanor is doing the same. He's completely. There are actual like awe Spren like bursting around him. I really need to pull up the Spren guide again.
All Spren's definitely the right one to use. So Liss looks at the four of you and goes, and then down at the little rock and goes, now I think we might have been thinking the same thing. Small stone person. Pohahu, you said. I reckon the answers that we're seeking lie with this supposed wielder of the honor blade. Now tell me, do you know what happened to this Aln, this herald of war that the Colins were supposedly transporting?
What did happen to that caravan? We kind of...
So when you guys rolled into the Colin war camp, because you entered with them, the caravan that was holding, the wagon that was holding town was or the supposed town was moved further into the war camp. You guys kind of stayed around at the Ornery Chal side and would have lost track with it, but Borden had assigned like his whole squad that kind of walked in with it. From the entrance towards the direction of the Palace Central, the Colin Central Complex, but you don't know where it went. They were holding him prisoner. There were lots of cells in the prison that were shut doored and, not visible. So who knows? Maybe they kept him in the prison. You don't know where that caravan went, and you didn't ask after it after Borden parted ways with you.
If we either find it again, we should ask the guard captain of the transport. Elar, I'm reading the notes here. Elar?
Yeah, Elar was the sergeant. Borden was the captain, who was
Borden
kind of
might
like
know.
behind the scenes running the show.
Yep.
Liss will say, that won't be necessary. I can tell you where he's being kept.
Where?
Well, I've done some digging too, and it seems that this mighty herald is in the hands of the Ardents. He's been taken to the temple complex here in the Colin War Camp. Sorry, you're not in the Colin War Camp. In the Colin War Camp. Not too sure where he's being kept, as it's very difficult to get in and out of there unless you're either an Ardent a Bright Lord or affiliated with them, but I know that he is there.
And that's my appointment. I need to go.
All good. So we're gonna lose Jamie for a short bit, but we'll continue on for a little bit, and he'll come back shortly. Now, it's fortuitous that you've come and sought me out, because I think you're just the right people to get in there and maybe ask this Talanor Lynn where his honor blade is. Get some more information for me. And for
Last
you,
time
you know.
that we saw him, he was rambling.
True, but maybe we just aren't asking the right questions. And then, in response to your rambling, Oahu, who has kind of like walked towards the table and then walked up the leg of the table and is now sitting on the table itself, looks up at you and goes, "Herald Taln knows us, our patron," and it looks like she's using us like the royal we, and she's like pointing at her chest. He'll talk to me. Well, that's as best a bet as we can get. I mean, if you're here, who knows what's possible? And she looks down. Liss looks down at the little Poahu.
I would believe it. A god speaking to another god could work.
But how to get into complex?
Well, I have some leeway with Borodin. Maybe I could do a favor for him, and he might allow me to see this man.
Did we talk to any other? Did we do a favor for any bright ladies or bright lords recently?
Not recently.
Technically, we did do one recently for what's his name? The other guy. When we went to go check the scouts, the Parshendi scouts.
That was
Sergeant
traded
Allah that was
for
organising
getting
that.
in with the fight pits.
No, that wasn't traded for getting out the fight pit.
What about that bright lady with the what are they called? The riding utensils that go long distance.
Batani?
Patani. Is she a bright lady?
Yeah, or actually, let me double check. I'll tell you in a sec if she was a Bright Eyes or not.
Talanor
Could
also
she-
has it in with the duelist guy that he beat in the duel. He's a bright lord of some renown.
No, she was she has pale green eyes. This was Batani.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got pale green eyes. So you have gathered several favors from people around the war camps, and I'll just let you know that
One flirting with Grogrin.
No, that was not Batani. That was the proprietor of the Blue Works, Isha. Oh, give me a sec.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Ishali.
Ishali. That's it. Ishali.
You gotta
Proprietor of
sing
Blue
for
Works.
her. You want to get her favor. You gotta sing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get Grogrin to sing eventually.
It will
Never.
happen.
Never.
If you want to go into business with Ishali, you've got to sing. It's her thing. So, you've gathered some favors, but she'll look at you and go, "The how, in terms of getting into that complex, you found me. You're somewhat resourceful, if not clumsy." And she looks at Baz, and then she'll say, "I believe that you can do it. How? That's up to you. But probably don't make too much of a commotion. You don't want other people looking into why and what you're doing." So how about it? You You break in there, you find out some information for me, and then we'll pool our resources and work out on getting this Shardblade back.
What information are you after specifically?
If this little Oahu can talk to him, I'm sure a herald, maybe, I mean, who knows? If it's like a Shardblade, he might be able to just summon it back and then bing, bang, bong, you've got it in your hands and job's done. If not, maybe he can tell you where it is.
It's unlikely he'd be able to summon it back. If it works like a regular shard blade, then enough time would have passed for them to rebind it.
I don't know how these things work, but I'll take your word for it.
Shards are sort of my expertise. So.
Well, very well. You notice, Son, you probably catch it. Pohahu's been mostly focused occasionally on Liss and looking at the other 3 party members, but her eyes tend to rest on you most of the time.
There's still that little bit of reverence each time her eyes like set on him. He's like, he bows his head sort of like to like not meet her eyes. He sort of like switches back to the conversation at hand. Then we will find a plan to break in, so to speak, or just go there, get information. If Po'ahu says she can get him to talk, she will get him to talk.
Po'ahu nods once and doesn't speak. Just nods once. Well then, looks like you've got a bit of work to get done. And it's early afternoon. It depends what time you wanna move on it, but there's no time like the present.
Well, there's a possibility if I manage to win my next duel, I could potentially garner a patron who could pull some strings.
I don't think that's wise. People with enough money to be a patron, well, we can never be too sure of people's motives, you see. People with money have power, and I think the less that know about your little mission, perhaps the better, unless you trust them.
Fingers in a crumbling nest.
It would depend on who decides to take me on. So we'll have to see.
Well, I think the sooner we move on this, the better. The lead of them taking this honor blade from you in the Shattered Plains or from the Kolins, the longer we leave that, the further this thing gets away from us. I think there's it's wise to make haste. But if you have some favors to call on, maybe I'll leave it to you how you get in there and figure it out. But you know, having friends always helps.
I suppose all there is to do is to come up with a plan.
Well, I think my time is has come up. I'll leave it to you. Feel free to stay here and plan it out. And no need to lock up. I'll have someone do it once you leave. And she'll give you a smile and start making her way out the back door as she walks past you. And Liss exits and leaves the room to you, leaving you with the small Pohahu on the table. Now, how you want to proceed is up to you. I'll give you a little bit of information. For instance, I did mention you can use you can use favors that you've garnered from up until this point. You've mentioned a couple that you have, and the way I'd like to play it is when you guys are ready to make a move, more information will come to you as you go. In Talanor, I mean, the four of you have been in the temple complex before, and you know the general layout. And if anything, you know what? Why don't we move to it on the map? Because if you guys would probably be mapping this out yourselves. So
The temple complex with ardents and stuff, I believe Bright Eyes are allowed to go in there to train with sword ardents. I could possibly get an in via that, since I am a Light Eyes.
So here we have the temple complex.
Well, it's
All
smaller
right.
than I expected.
The buildings are quite large, so it's a little misleading. You can see where the sword ardents are situated in the
Like here.
Yeah, that would be the sand arena or the pit where Bright Eyes will train with the sword ardents.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got some time to think it out. Now, I think maybe the cleanest and the most flowing way that we can do this is I'll give you information on what is your current obstacle. And you don't need to think about how you want to utilize your favors at this point. What I'll do is I'll actually post in, or if you guys remember who you've made contacts and gotten favors from, I'm happy for you to have it as like a flashback conversation and go, oh, well, this instance, I'm calling in this favor, which will give you advantage on whatever check you're about to do. You can call on any favor once, and then you can kind of give us a flashback information on between now and when you go to the temple complex, how you got that favor. You spoke to somebody and, they've given you information, or they might have given you an item that will help. But because you don't know what you're about to encounter, you don't know exactly what or how you're going to need to find information or get through. I'm happy for you to do that as like oh yes, well, thankfully, when I spoke to Borden, he had mentioned X, Y, and Z. And so I'll leave that for you guys to work out.
I have an idea.
Mm.
At least something that Talanor and Sun can do.
Mm-hmm.
Could I call in a quote-unquote favor with the man that I dueled? Basically asking him about the foot traffic and activity of the Ardent Temple. Basically kind of going along with the whole, I'd like to train with more peace and quiet. So what time is the best time to go when there's the least amount of people at the temple complex?
I would say that would get you in, but might be tricky for you to have that follow through for the rest of the party. But yeah, I reckon that is definitely a way you could do that.
The idea is he would try and convince the Ardents that he's bringing his Unkalaki cousin in to spar with his cousin, because most people can't stand up to an Unkalaki strength. That would get Paya in, or Palia, or Paya, I think. The Spren.
Oahu?
Yeah, Oahu. That would get her in along with Sun. So the others, I don't know how to justify.
Mechanically, the way the favors will work is the favor will give advantage to a roll, and this is going to be run as kind of a prolonged endeavor if we're going to look at it mechanically. So that would work well in talking your way in, but you don't know how. I won't. I'll keep it a secret on how many successes and fails you'll need. But I've got a skeleton that I'm using for this. But definitely that could be your first favor, because you know that the first obstacle that you're going to come across would be the guards that are preventing people from entering the temple complex.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I can justify bypassing the guards for Talanor and maybe his cousin, but the other two, I don't think he could get like a full like group of people in.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might be able to justify if Faz could maybe pull a favor with the surgeon guy of the Dalinar war camps to have him basically have him be, you know, Talanor's personal surgeon to keep an eye on him during, you know, sparring sessions and training.
Yeah, I'm also happy for the persuasion tests to be for the whole party. But yeah, you can definitely utilize those favors to get in. You know that in general, and you've gone into the temple complex once before, it's in the heart of the Kholin war camp. The guards are more so interested in watching for signs of trouble and not barring entry to everyone coming in. They're just hesitant on who comes and goes. But you could definitely call in the favor to get them to, for persuasion. Other ways you can get in, you know, if anyone wanted to scale the wall, you could probably do that as well. There are other ways that you could do it, but how much information do you want me to give you guys? Do you want me to let you be creative and try and think of other ways, or do you want me to give you the different avenues?
I like the creativity aspect.
Yeah.
Would I be able to just use discipline to basically pull rank by using my favor to pull rank I am a lower dawn light eyes, but I'm still technically a light eye, so it depends on if they're dark eyes or not, if they would listen to me.
I mean, I would accept a party-wide discipline test if that's the case, because it'd be whether or not all of you are showing yourselves as being disciplined. I'm also trying to work out how much we're going to just filibuster right now. Jamie may be as long as half an hour, 45 minutes, but I hopefully don't think it'll take that long.
Okay.
Let me make a call on this, because we'll probably need to decide whether or not we just keep you guys here and chatting for a while. I think in this instance, over planning is going to be a detriment. I think what we'll do is it'll probably be a lot easier and better for you guys for me to paint the scene and then just tackle things as they come up. So why don't we continue?
Muted.
And we'll say that you guys have, you know, had a brief chat about what you're going to do, and you're about to go and call in those favors on your way to the temple complex. As you leave the back entry of the creme oven, you hear someone call out, "Oi!" A soldier calls out as you make your way back towards the Kholin war camp. Despite his well-manicured uniform, he has a wild look to his eyes. A squad of 4 armed men surrounding him approach you, each of them wearing the forest green and burgundy of one of the Sadius's uniforms. Seems like you're building quite the reputation for yourselves around here. You want to tell us what's really going on? Or do we skip straight to the fun part? He kind of cracks his knuckles and he draws his sword as the others follow his lead.
Yeah. So Sun's going to step in front of like the party here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to breathe in some stormlight to sort of make himself seem a little like that glow, make him look a little bit more
intimidating.
Intimidating. He's going to just put the guard in his place and say, I lost my train of thought there. So, put the guard in his place. He's going to say, "We can certainly do this the hard way. But do you really want to?" And he's going to make an intimidation check.
Okay, roll for me an intimidation. And if anyone would like to roll, perception or lore tests about their uniform, just let me know.
Could I
About the
assist?
soldiers.
Oh, never mind. I was about to say, could I assist with the intimidation?
Yeah, I'll allow. How are you assisting with the intimidation? You can essentially use gain advantage for your ally. So I'll get you to throw in something, and then we can give advantage to Sun.
Talanor would be intimidating by like placing his hand on his sword and stepping up next to his cousin and going, you know, the Alethi codes of war state that restraint is very important. I would consider you the character. What is it? Is it show restraint or exercise? Yeah,
Exercise.
He would say, yeah. I suggest you exercise restraint, lest unnecessary injury may come to you. And
Storm's checking out their uniforms, trying to spot any weaknesses.
Okay. Roll for me perception and actually Alethi expertise. Talanor's got Alethi expertise, doesn't he?
yes.
You actually recognize the coloration and insignia on the uniforms. Forest green and burgundy is the colors of High Marshal Amaram.
Ugh. Like when he sees the colors in general, his expression sours because he had to, at least for a few weeks, work as a bridgeman under the Sadius flag. So he does not like these people at all.
Bit of a curious question, more about like Talanor's background.
Yeah.
How much Amaram has a good reputation at this point, correct?
Oh yes, Amaram has an excellent reputation. He is known as an upstanding and honorable man.
So if just as advice, I don't mean to take control of your character at all, IP.
Yeah,
maybe advice that maybe they should follow the example given by their bright lord and be upstanding citizens.
Yeah, since they are Amaran, I guess he would probably tie that into his whole Alethi codes of war, spiel. Because I thought they were just Sadius at first, which is why Talanor's being so aggressive. But yeah, he'll assist his cousin with the intimidation. I believe I'll spend the one focus to use a reaction to give him advantage, and that's
I
all
think
my
as well. You guys haven't had a chance to really rest and recover. I'm more than happy for everyone to have taken a essentially a short rest in the Cosmere RPG by rolling their recovery die in the scene leading up to this point. So if everyone wants to roll their recovery die, and I'm going to do it for Faz as well, I'm happy for people to recover focus and hit points if you need to.
I was only down by one focus, so I'll just bump up a one.
Yeah, just bump it back up to full. And I'm just
I'll
bump Faz back up to 5 because he's only down 2 and he's full health. So
also, I learned something the other day that even if I use Vigilant Stance in an endeavor or conversation, I still have to spend one focus to swap to the next stance. But it doesn't use my contribution for that turn if I use Vigilant Stance.
Yeah.
So I'll spend the 2 focus, one to give my cousin advantage on the intimidation he just rolled, as well as one to enter Vigilant Stance. And then enter Flame Stance so that I have advantage on intimidation checks for the future.
I will roll that intimidation.
Give me that roll.
It is
slightly better.
Yeah.
Do you want Talanor
because you said perhaps you should practice express restraint, and he'll just look at you and smile and go, "Oh, don't worry, we're gonna express restraint. We're not gonna beat you too bad, and we're all going into combat."
Oh, well, at least I start combat in Flame Stance.
I think Sun's going to use his fists for this one.
Talanor is going to use his sword, but would you allow me to use the blunt end of my sword, the back of my sword? Or the flat of the blade?
Oh, yeah. No, you can definitely... I will say that unless you're actively going for the kill, I'm happy to say your blows will be non-lethal. If you want to do non-lethal damage, they're fine to be non-lethal damage. As what I'm gonna do is we've got two ways we can do this, right? I can get rid of one of the 4 soldiers and we'll pull Faz out for this fight. Maybe his being so clumsy earlier and his sign of weakness, maybe he's just sitting on the back line, or does someone want to run him, or I can run him for the combat? I feel bad getting into a combat without him, but I don't think we can just sit here for 30 minutes and not do anything.
I would say we could probably have like Faz and one of the guards sit out as it's like one of the guards is pulling Faz off to the side to.
Oh, Faz running away.
That's a good idea. Faz is like getting into fisticuffs with this guy on his own.
Yeah. How
Put him up. Put him up.
Has that be a miscreant in their duel?
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So, I will put combat music in on the YouTube side of things, but on the Twitch side of things, we're not gonna have our normal music because it's gonna.
Don't forget to unpause the game.
Never. I will never unpause the game. All right. I'm going to pretend to be the combat music. Who would like to go first with a fast turn? As these 4 soldiers, one of them pairing off with Faz, who got his attention, they're 15, 20 feet away from you.
Now 5 soldiers, not 4.
You know, they're pretty close, and we'll just pretend that this is the alleyway. You're outnumbered. They're squaring up, and they're looking like they're ready to charge. He's alive. He's back.
Hey, Jamie's back.
Hello.
Good timing.
Just in time for combat.
Excellent timing. We just started combat.
I need to do one more quick thing on my phone, but I can be here while this is.
That's okay. If you're listening, I'll tell you basically what's happened. So, who would like to go first? With a fast turn. We're doing fast turns. Who's doing what? No one's on fast turns?
Just having a look at the moment. What's Talanor's plans here? Because the Sun's going to go look at him, see, and sort of gauge, because one of the leader actions, Valiant Intervention. So if Talanor gets in there quick, we can try and get some benefits out of that. But
yeah, Talanor seems like he's going to take a slightly slow turn because, unlike before, these are like trained soldiers that he understands and knows, and he's only really good at 1v1 dueling. But yeah, Talanor looks like he is taking this fight extremely seriously and showing restraint, as he is not going to rush into the fray like he normally does.
okay. Yeah, Sun will take a slow turn.
Okay.
Storm is actually taking a slow turn as well.
Wait, so these guys are just drawing
cautious.
weapons. Yes?
Yep.
There's a
So,
lot.
you notice that the 4 behind this, the large captain that, well, like the squad leader that was at the front, you can see there's excitement, there's rage in his eyes, and he's drawn his sword. The other 4 of them have actually pulled some bows off their shoulders. They do have side swords, but they've all they've all drawn bows.
Yeah. Talanor looks over to Storm and he just says, "Reminds you of the chasm all those weeks ago, doesn't it?" Because they had to deal with somebody under this.
chasm.
Yeah, because we had to deal with someone like this in our backstory.
Yep. Now, one thing I want to mention as well, Sun, if you wanted to have, you did say that you were breathing in Stormlight. If you want to, I will have allowed that to have happened before combat. So you don't have to spend the actions to do it on your turn. If you want to, activate it now.
Yep. I've already I've spent the first investiture to have the enhance going.
Yeah, cool. You don't have to use actions for that on your turn. You did that just before the combat. All right. No one's going fast, which means our soldiers are going fast. And I think all of the archers are going to go fast. So the first one is going to take aim.
I kept wondering that too. Is the combat in this meant to be that you decide whether they're going fast or slow, and then we decide?
You
Did you
decide if
not
you want to
change
go
it?
fast. I can change it just like you guys can change it in the flow of combat. So,
Okay.
because no one went fast, I'm like, you know what? I'm probably more likely to let archers go fast. Usually I will decide per a stat block and what they can do if they're always going to take fast turns or always going to take slow turns, which is how I usually run combat. In this one, I've already pre-combat decided who's taking fast turns, who's taking slow turns, but I can change that up between rounds if I want to. Just like you guys can like want to go fast and then change your mind before we end the fast rounds, you can go slow, or if you say you're going to go slow at the start, you can jump in on a fast turn before NPCs go. So no players... I'll give you the option one more time. Any player fast turns?
No.
Cool.
No.
We're going to jump into NPC fast turns. And the first archer that is behind our good old friend here is going to take aim, going to make a agility test to see if they can gain advantage on their next roll, and they're aiming at you. Who'd be at the front? Would you guys all in a line, shoulder to shoulder? If you like, you can
No.
position yourselves as
Sun,
square.
I think
Sun said he stepped ahead of the group.
Yep.
yeah,
move yourself
Talanor
up.
was close to Sun
Okay.
to back him up.
Yeah, if you want to, I'd say this room is probably, well, this corridor is probably about 20 feet wide. So long as you stay within, like 5, 10, 15, 20, as long as you kind of stay in this like rectangle, you can move forward if you want to move forward 5 feet. So Talanor and Sun were forward, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say so.
How generous, because the first take aim, a 21 for this would be against, I guess, Talanor, yeah. He's going to gain advantage because that's probably better than your cognitive defense,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
As he shoots off a longbow at you. Oops, I forgot the target, yeah. That should be with advantage. With a 19 to hit, as an arrow flings off and digs into you for... Let's roll back. Would Talanor have liked to have taken the dodge reaction?
No, I'm not in vigilant stance right now, and I only have 2 focused, so...
Okay. It's been a while since we've done a combat. We didn't do a combat at all last session, and we haven't done a proper combat in like a month and a half. So it's been a while.
Thankfully, I have my armor.
Yeah.
So I have deflect 2 at least.
It's not bad. So only 4 points of that'll go through. You can hit the red heart to it should automatically account for that.
Don't forget
I-
to take it
I-
off.
The rolls are hidden.
Hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because I
We
clicked
can
that
interact
thing.
with hidden rolls.
Gotta put it back
Reveal
on
to
there as well.
everybody.
But-
There you go.
I just manually subtracted it, so...
That's okay. We're getting there. One
Yeah.
of the other archers is going to do the same thing against Sun this time. As he shoots off an arrow at you, he's going to take aim first. Which is going to see whether or not he can act quickly enough to get a shot against you. 16, does that beat your cognitive defense?
Yeah, it just beats it.
So he's going to be attacking you with advantage. Did you want to take a reaction to dodge?
No.
Alrighty, with advantage, he shoots with a 9 to hit as his highest. I don't think that hits your
Terrible.
physical defense.
Does not.
Everyone's getting 1 arrow. That's just how it's going to be. Baz, it's your turn.
Fair enough.
My turn. I'm slow turning.
He does not gain advantage with a natural 1, so then he is going to be shooting at you with his longbow. Would you like to dodge?
Yeah.
Here's the competition.
Yes. Hold on. Where's my dodge?
If I remember correctly, unless it's specific circumstances, enemies don't get complications or opportunities.
Correct.
That is correct.
That is correct. And that was on a skill test, not an attack. Yeah, they do not gain advantage. Otherwise, it could be bad. Like if I roll a crit No, if I roll an opportunity, I can like do max damage, which is kind of scary.
Who is it that's attacking me? Because I have
One of the archers is attacking you
Archer
with a
one.
bow, a long bow.
If you are in the combat tracker, well, combat encounter, you can hover over and
Oh yeah, forgot to go.
press T.
Hey, that's it.
Oop. Oop. You could also hover over their token on the map and press T.
Also, my dodge action just there we go.
Alrighty, you take the dodge action. Are you wanting to do that to damage or to hit?
Damage.
Okay.
Wait, you can do it with that. You can do it with damage.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
give advantage or disadvantage to any dice that you roll, including the plot die.
Yeah, disadvantage to damage.
The DiMaggio. Okay. Can I do that here? No, I can't. That's all right. I'll just manually do the damage. Okay, they roll a 12 to hit. Does 12? It probably doesn't beat your physical defense, does it?
It does not.
Okay. Another arrow flies past, and then the last archer taking a swing, not a swing, a shot at Storm is going to do an agility test to see if they manage to. Nope,
Nope.
they do not gain advantage. These aren't, I mean,
It's just Sun's so big.
they're not very well trained, apparently.
Yeah, Sun and Talanor are very big, and you guys are behind us, so they're probably struggling.
I should have asked. Did you want to?
Yes,
you
I
want
did
to
want to dodge.
And that was the damage. That's to hit.
That's to hit.
Okay. Whoopsie daisy. I clicked advantage instead of disadvantage. Does a 9 hit you?
No, it does not.
Well, these archers are doing well for good old high
They
fence
only
samurai.
hit Talanor.
Okay. Slow turns. Who would like to go first? Please destroy these people. Teach them why they don't fuck with adventurers, with Stonewalkers. I'll pick someone if no one knows. who wants
All
to
right,
go
you
first.
melee boys, get in there.
Oh, we're going to get in there. Yep, Sun's going to move. If no one minds, Sun's going to go first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
go
ahead.
for it.
He's going to move 25 feet because
Yep.
the enhancement increases his speed. And he's going to punch this archer that just shot as his cousin in the face.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do it. Roll to hit. And we've learned that Sun's fists are as deadly or more so than any weapon.
Mm-hmm. Sun's fist could kill a literal commoner.
He's actually going to burn a focus and take the dodge.
Okay.
So he'll do it to damage, I think.
Okay.
Oh shit, I was on something else.
Oh, yeah, I need a better focus too.
Alright, so how do
Yeah.
I do this for him? Do I just click the damage dice when I do that?
No. You just roll.
Strike, unarmed strike.
In that case, we'll do it to hit because I don't know how to do the. Yeah, we'll do it to hit. We'll do it to hit.
I figured it out. I have figured it out. I just
Cool.
need to right click on the damage dice when I make the roll.
Oh, that's how you do it. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll keep it to damage then if you figured it out. Ooh. 11 does not beat his physical defense.
That's all right. I'm going to make an offhand strike with the other fist coming his way.
Okay. Roll to hit. And this time with no disadvantage.
That's right.
Do the archers get disadvantage for shooting arrows in melee range?
Oh.
Ducks the first blow, but doesn't see the second fist coming up into an uppercut.
Yeah, he steps
That
back
gets
and he's
lifted
like,
off his
"Ah,
feet.
you can't hit me, big man. And then all of a sudden, clock. Frick me. I don't even know how much health these guys have. Yeah, not a lot. He clocks that right into his chin. And you've like, he's seeing stars. You hit him square and he is feeling it.
Yeah,
Sun's fist-
additionally, as described in attacking in Chapter 10, you gain disadvantage on ranged attacks while within an enemy's reach.
Correct.
Yep.
So they may choose to do something else now.
That is now Sun's turn. That's done.
Okay, who's next?
Talanor. Why is that saying? Hold on. I don't know why, but it says that I'm like over here.
Interesting.
For some reason,
Is that where you wanted to go?
I think your movement for some reason is because when I'm hovering over Talanor's token, I get your measurements. Hold on.
Yeah, just ignore that.
There's
I'm
funky
just
stuff
gonna
happening with
quickly
Storm, too.
refresh.
It's a module that's supposed to track people's movement during a turn of combat, so you can know where they started from.
Yeah.
It's working a little janky.
There's funky stuff
Yeah.
happening with Storm as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Storm's got a
I think
little
it's because
blowy.
we moved everyone around at the start of combat.
Yeah, but yeah, Talanor will move in to flank with his cousin.
Yep.
And sadly, Flame Stance doesn't help me too much, but that's one action. Talanor will use his second action to gain advantage, as he is going to try and intimidate this man to startle him as Talanor rushes in with a startling tactic, shouting and yelling at him as he rushes in for an attack.
Okay,
I'm in
roll that
flame
dice.
stance. I get advantage on intimidation.
Oh yeah.
Also, I've got new dice.
Now, does that
Very
only
nice.
is that only when it's one-on-one though? Does it work in this instance?
No. Specifically, the intimidation part is just a constant advantage to intimidation.
Very
It's
cool.
the extra action that
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. That is not enough to shake him. As you've tried to intimidate him, hold on a sec. Intimidation's against spiritual defense, isn't it?
I guess maybe. I'm not sure.
It is.
Oh,
In that case,
okay.
it works.
Cool.
In that case, he seems a little unsure about himself, considering they all missed their shots and one of their guys just got clocked real hard.
Oh, good rolls.
Ooh.
You didn't need the advantage anyway.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled heavy weaponry.
That's okay. Just
sorry.
click your weapon, and we'll use that as the damage and ignore what the hit is.
Okay. I'll
Because
just-
your weapon strike is going to be the same.
yeah, I
just
rolled an
11 points of
18.
damage. You rolled
So,
the 18 anyway.
7.
Okay. Yeah. You manage to pierce underneath his breastplate, and blood starts trickling out as he drops one of his hands from his bow and clutches his side, and
Wow.
he's looking a little unsure about himself.
I was, I think, targeting the
The big guy?
grill guy, the
Oh.
worker. But
Yeah, if that's the case,
yeah. Sorry.
I can fix that.
I had him targeted, but then I refreshed.
I can fix that
So-
indeed. Yeah, he looks at you and he just like growls and snarls at you.
But yeah. That's the end of Talanor's turn.
Okay, Baz, you going next? Storm
Yeah.
pinged you, so I'm guessing he wants you to go.
No, that was me. I was holding it down. I didn't realize it was going to do. But I'm just going to run. Actually, I'm going to be next to behind Sun. And I'm just going to use anatomical insight on named it.
Okay. Anatomical insight.
So
When you
when
hit with an unarmed attack, so roll, go for a punch.
Yeah,
roll your
and-
unarmed attack.
he's going
Everybody's throwing hands.
I love
Everyone's
that
throwing
ability.
hands.
to.
Yeah, it's good.
It's really good.
I'm just imagining Faz doing the Kill Bill thing of like double tapping the chest and then punching
Jesus
just
Christ.
bursts in their heart.
Look at all his fists flying. Just
Oh.
So as Faz runs up, and then he slides behind Sun, which catches this guy off guard. And as he turns his head, the fist just comes in right between the visor, and Faz is so small that his hand just goes right into his nose.
Okay, he gets 2 stacks of exhausted
two stacks.
because it
Yep.
is half his
Half my
medicine
ranks in
ranks
medicine.
rounded up. He's got 3
And
ranks
I
of
got
medicine.
3.
Is it rounded up or rounded down, Jamie?
Rounded up.
It is
It's the
rounded
same-
up.
It's the same way either way.
So he gets 2 stacks of
Oh,
exhausted, which
Hold on.
ain't great for him.
It was rounded up. I remember it because we were talking about it, and I was like, "That's disgusting." Rounding up
That
in
is-
these games is
rounded
always
out.
good.
Oh yeah.
That is the
It's-
craziest ability.
So, I mean, you rolled really well on your damage die. I love it that Sun can just defeat people with his fists. He doesn't need his swords. And then Faz can just come in and completely debilitate people with his punches. All right. One action, move up. Second action, you threw a haymaker or you punched him in the gut and it got like under his breastplates, taken the wind out of him, and his eyes are still furious, but he's like gasping for breath. Anatomical is not an action, it's just when you hit. What's your third action, Faz?
Just punch him again. Just-
Why not? You make an offhand attack.
Wait,
Also,
so-
I'd like to point out with anatomical, it's when he hits. So if he doesn't hit, he doesn't have to use focus.
Correct, yes. It's only when he hits it, it'll come into play. And
so the star under action is just, that's not free action. Otherwise, it'd be
the star
It's a
is
special activation. Think of it
yeah.
like a trigger.
Punch him again. Punch him
Yeah,
again.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Inside again. Inside again.
Oh no.
You can do inside again.
Oh, this poor man. He's getting pulled apart like a can. He's getting pieced up.
We're just gonna read the rules real quick.
I'm just checking something. I want to make sure that I'm
Oh, I
not.
can. I can just use it after I hit.
Yep,
Yep.
that's when you hit. I just wanted to double check.
It gets better and better.
I think you
And
may
you-
need to. You may or may not need to spend a focus to do it, but you are.
Yeah, I do.
I
I
know,
did-
I
I
know.
did focus. I did
Yeah, he
use
does
focus.
need to
Or a
spend a
plot
focus.
die.
Da-da-da.
Also, if you
But yeah,
critical
no,
hit
my
on
my
attack-
practice kata has the same stipulation, the little star. So it definitely is just whenever he hits. Oh, actually, how many feet did you move, by the way, to get to him?
I'm going to take a step back. It costs us a focus to use an offhand feature.
That is what I was looking at just now.
All right, so I'm
Yeah.
just
Because
gonna
it
spend a
may
focus.
cost you an additional focus to punch him the second time.
Oh, that's fine. I'll hit him in a second.
Yeah, full
Uh,
focus
let me-
anyway.
Actions.
Hold on.
Right. Yeah, if you
Weapon
attack using
strike.
your offhand, you must spend 2 focus. However, let me go to.
It doesn't
the-
say anything
It is-
about using.
And it's
a
got the
focus.
offhand property because of his
a-
expertise. When wielding this weapon in your offhand, it only costs 1 focus instead of 2 to strike with it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
it
okay.
costs
So
1 focus to make an offhand strike.
Yeah.
And Sun, you would have had to spend the 1 focus as well.
I've spent
I'm down to 2 focus.
By the way, just for your reference for future, Faz,
Good. You know
your-
what?
your fists have momentum, by the way. If you already move at least 10 feet in a straight line towards your target,
I'll
you
go
gain
down to 1
advantage.
focus.
Wait,
Ah,
was
that means you would have had advantage as well, Sun.
Yeah.
And you're spending another focus for another anatomical insight.
Yeah, let's exhaust him a bit more. Let's beat the shit out of him.
I
Did you want
mean,
me to
we could just exit combat now if you guys like.
Nah.
It's a slaughter.
If you don't mind, that skill test where I rolled an 11 on that punch, did you want me to re-roll that? Because that's
Yep.
where I got the momentum.
Reroll that. That's where you would have had the advantage. Let's see if you could have knocked this guy
It's a
out. cleanly.
24 to hit.
Oh, because you re-rolled the strike up here. 24 to
Yeah,
hit
but
now.
he did have disadvantage on the damage.
Oh, you can just reroll him there.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you would re-roll the damage.
Yeah, roll 2d2 for me. 2d4 for me. Jeez, your punches are 2d4 plus 6 when you're infused.
Not yet. Next level they are.
Oh,
'Cause
that's what the damage calculation is. Or
It rolled 2d4 because it was at disadvantage on that roll.
It's 1d4 plus 6. Gotcha.
But
Roll
don't
it
forget
down.
to give him that more exhausted as well.
Oh, he's attacking someone else.
No.
He's
I've already
attacking
made him exhausted 4, and he's already taken all that damage.
Yeah.
And then this guy is going to take this.
It didn't roll,
DiMaggio.
son.
I got
Just
it.
go.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dead.
Okay. I think regardless what you rolled, you were knocking him clean out anyway.
Because minimum damage is 7.
Yeah.
He takes a big hit and he goes down like a sack. All right. Straw Faz has now just debilitated the center guy. What are you doing, Storm?
Storm is taking shot. And how do I put things in chat?
Oh,
Oh,
there you
there's
go.
how.
Done. So 3 actions, move 5 feet and make a ranged attack on a hit or a graze. The target becomes your quarry. So he's not your quarry yet, but roll your first attack against him. Ouch. So, it strikes true. It chunks right into his shoulder. He takes the damage. He is now your quarry, but that was your 3 actions. So
Yep.
from this point onwards, it's looking very bad for him. Okay.
I was going to say you might have wanted to hit other people because he's got 4 exhausted on him. He's not a threat anymore.
Oh, it's his turn, and he's gonna lash out, probably at Baz for just completely knocking the shit out of him.
Broke his nose, maybe a few teeth.
You had quite the reputation. His first-hand experience on what type of reputation it was.
Just imagining this guy's got a completely broken, mangled nose, and he's missing his 2 front teeth.
Damn, I should have looked at his abilities.
Oh no!
Is he immune to be debilitated?
He would have used his first action. If you're happy for this to happen, I was too interested in how fucked up he was. But when Faz would have punched him the first time, so he would have only had exhausted once, he would have looked at you, Faz, and he would have lashed out at you using his reaction to lash out. So he does manage to cut and graze you for 6 points of damage. It is,
Wow.
yeah. Just, he doesn't have to roll to hit. It is his ability. And
Can I have that
on top
ability?
of that, oh no, never mind. No one critically failed. What is he gonna do though? Because he's kind of booked.
What do I press the ×1, don't I?
Yeah, just the heart ×1. So he would have lashed out at you. All right. He is going to spend some focus as he goes into a bit of a rage. And as a free action, the thrill surges through this soldier. Their next strike targets each character within 5 feet of them and then deals an extra 5 points of damage. So this is going to be an attack at his 4 stacks of exhaustion out at the 3 of you that are within range of him. Now, unless somebody wants to take the dodge action, I'll do
Can
one
I ask?
roll.
Sorry, is that how it works? It says their next strike targets each character within 5 feet,
Correct.
rather
So-
than, but it's not worded as he makes an attack on each target within 5 feet.
I mean, I can
It's
give you each
the
individual
strike.
rolls. I was just going to be lazy. I was going to say, if you guys wanted to... We'll do individual. All right. We're going to go first for you then, son.
All right. Well, yeah, dodge.
Taking the dodge action
And use it before.
to hit.
We'll, yeah, we'll do it to hit.
What was that?
That was me. I can press the 3 die underneath it. It's weird.
Ah. Alrighty. 8's going to miss you.
Yep.
Second attack, lashing out at Talanor. Any dodges?
Nah,
Dangerously.
fuck it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, look at we ball.
Okay.
Go, my
He
bear
rolls
chest
max
on
damage and hits you with a 19 as 12 points of damage slash out towards you, +5. So it's actually 17 points of damage.
It's only a 15, isn't it?
No, the
Minus
extra
2 in
damage
total.
rolled was a 5. So that's actually 17 points of
No,
damage.
on the skill test, -4 for exhaustion.
Yep.
It should... It's not coming into play. Why isn't
No,
it
it's
coming
not.
into play?
Okay, hold
He
on.
is
I was
exhausted
at
4.
14.
Wait.
Which means he
Oh, wow.
technically rolled a 0 against Sun.
Well, no, he rolled a 4 against Sun.
-4.
No, he rolled.
It'd be 8 minus 4. So that's a 19 minus 4. 15. Does 15 hit you, Talanor?
Yeah, 15 will still hit me. I have
Oh, let's see,
14
Tom.
HP, so the extra damage that he
Has he
does.
disappeared for anyone else?
No.
Your Foundry seems to be playing up, my dude. Do a quick refresh. But the next attack's coming at you, so be ready.
So, how much damage do I take altogether?
If it
Before
drops you
I-
to 0, you just go to 0. You don't go into a negative. So it's 17 damage altogether, and you've got how many points of armor? 2?
2 DR.
So it's 15 points, and you're on 14. You get knocked clean out.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna drop.
Ouch.
Owie.
Okay. And,
And
then,
welcome back.
shall we assume that Jamie's taking the dodge action?
No, I'm not dodging.
You're not dodging? Brave man.
I think he's already used it.
Not in this round.
Do you get it back at the start of a new round or at your turn?
Your turn. They get it back at your turn.
Yeah, so you would have your reaction back if you wanted to burn the focus. Okay, here it comes. With a 9 to
It's
hit.
Not yet. No.
That's okay. He managed to drop one of you before he died.
Man, they seem to. Everyone seems to hate Talanor today in this fight. I'm the only one who's taken damage.
Oh shit! You actually got knocked
Aside
down.
from Baz.
Oh yeah. And then what he's going to do is he's going to target Sun, and he's going to attempt to knock you prone with his last action. His shield is he's pushing his shield out towards you. That's going to be a 12 against your physical defense.
My physical defense is 13.
Up.
Does not work.
Does not work. Okay. Well, we're going back to fast turns. Who would like to go fast?
Sun.
Fast. Yeah.
All right.
If you don't mind, Sun will like to go before Faz.
Yeah. Go for it.
He's going to issue a decisive command
Mhm.
to Faz.
Mhm.
Help Talanor! And basically, it's just going to be the command. Can I target?
Oh, I can't field medicine him if that's what you're looking for.
Because you got no
No, he needs to be conscious.
Well,
Wait, what?
Yeah, you
don't-
have to be conscious if you're going to use field medicine on someone.
Oh, I didn't realize field medicine couldn't bring someone out from unconsciousness.
Yep, that's my next skill.
but can you use?
Oh, that's
medicine?
right. It needs a talent for it. He can still do a medicine test to stabilize him.
Because you can
can
still
I?
use.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah.
We forgot one crucial thing. Talanor, roll for me a D8.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, injury, right?
Injury.
Death table.
Flesh wound.
Okay, you've got a flesh wound. Did that do the D8 as well?
D8.
Doesn't look like it.
No. He suffers a
No.
temporary injury for 1 day, and the temporary injury is roll for me the D8. I think you just roll it.
Oh.
Let me. Does anyone have the? Here we go. Stormlight Handbook.
6. Ooh.
Injury.
yeah.
What happens to you for 1 day? Damage, death, and injury. On the D8, you got a 6. Just like your cousin, you are disoriented. You have suffered a blow to the head, which has made you disoriented for the next 24 hours. Unless someone can medicate you and repair your wounded noggin.
Talanor hits a rock on his way down.
Yeah, he probably he cut you like in the side or like stabbed you in the shoulder or something. You blacked out and hit a rock on the way down. Oof.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
The plot thickens. Storm, the next roll you make, you get to add a plot die.
What's my turn now
Oh.
again?
Well, it's whoever wants to take their fast turn.
Oh, someone's still going, yeah.
Yeah, it's just want to use decisive command to give you a D4 on your next check, which can be for the medicine.
Correct. which is still pretty good because you can
It'll make sure your medicine is
For medicine
succeeds.
only for
yeah.
But he's not rolling healing dice for that. He's just doing his medicine
Yeah.
skill rank because it's a medicine test. But still, it'll stabilize him. Okay, what's your next two actions?
punch the cousin dropper in the
Yep.
face.
Okay, roll to hit. He's not bothering to take a dodge action. He's just standing there glaring at you, hungry for your blood. Oh, it was almost a 3, and then it rolled back.
It's a smack.
Oh my god, you guys hurt as
He's
you
down.
knock him clean out.
Like Son just grabs him
Damn
on
it.
the shoulder, brings him around after he like downs his cousin, and just right in the jaw, pushes him into the ground.
You like hear the metal go as his fucking visor creaks off to the side.
Okay, and in that moment, the other 3 guards look at you, put a hand off their bows, and they raise their hands, and one of them says, all right, yep, you got us. We were just following his orders, and he's down. Can we go? I don't want any of this.
Your spheres.
You're robbing us in blind daylight.
You're paying us for the inconvenience.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. You gain from a combination of them, and it looks like they want to remove the to pick up their friends that you've knocked clean out. They'll give you, between the 4 of them, you get a high number, 72 marks. That's
I'll
a
add
little
it to
bit
the
steep.
list.
Let's
We're
say
gonna. That's way too much. I should have done a D50. Just halve that. You get like 35 marks from them.
That's easy. That's 100.
35 marks. We'll make it 35 marks. I don't know why I rolled a D100. I was like, you know what? It could be a 1. You guys are already really freaking rich. 35 marks. We're gonna delete that. You didn't see that.
We saw nothing.
Son's just going after pushing him on the ground, it's just kick the body towards them. It's take him. Get.
Do we want them to take the leader? Maybe he could have some questions and answers for us.
Son just looks at the unconscious body. It's I don't think he'll be answering anything soon.
Soon. But
He
we can
has
wait.
learned his lesson well.
We have other things to do.
Mhm.
You let them leave. They kind of slap awake the other soldier that was first knocked out unconscious, and then the captain gets kind of dragged away by the rest of them as they very rapidly leave. And a second later, Liss steps out from the corner behind the bakery, and she goes, well, that was unexpected. But it's also a little bit of bad news. I knew you could handle that, which is why I didn't step in, but I thought I'd keep an eye on you as you left. I hope you don't feel that was stepping any boundaries.
Such a shame. I would have loved to have seen that dagger in action.
Oh dear, trust me. You were doing them a service. It would have been over even faster.
Son's at the moment kneeling down, trying to pat his cousin awake.
Talanor just
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
it-
groggily,
You
eyes
should
flutter
probably
open.
pick him up. I hear it's bad to be left unconscious.
Do I still need to do a medicine check on him?
Roll a minute.
Yeah. So I gotta...
And you've got some supplies that allow you to reduce conditions or something.
I mean, Talanor can technically wake up at the end of his turn, like willingly.
Correct. Yeah.
So you can probably do like a regular like field medicine check
Yeah.
now that he's conscious, as he's just like, I'm seeing stars, Spren.
Yeah, Talanor comes to as you go to like
no,
administer first aid, so you can use your first aid skill.
Is it disoriented, or stunned that you have?
He is disoriented. Yes.
Yeah. So we've got treatment for disorientation. And then would I be using surgical supplies on this medical test, or am I just using it to like stabilize him?
You still have decisive command, so you'll get a +4 to the roll. Whether or not you want to expend a use of surgical supplies, you've got a lot of money, so you can just buy extra surgical supplies. It gives you advantage on your roll.
Yeah, and Storm still has some surgical supplies to use. So
for the sake of like item efficiency, would you use surgical supplies outside of battle?
Oh yeah,
because it can guarantee the roll. Like it helps you make sure you hit the roll, so you don't just fail.
Yeah,
And
Talanor's got an arrow in his shoulder, so you're gonna have to surgically remove that. And then he's also probably got a few cuts here and there and a bleeding head wound. So,
just gameplay wise, he can die from this point on, or is he more or less stable?
No, he's stabilized from this point on.
Yeah, that's right. So
I think you have to roll a 1 on the injury chart to.
On the injury chart is how you can die outright.
And then I do a medicine
something
test.
like that.
Yeah. So roll medicine with advantage.
And with a D4.
But he could put that D4 to the healing. He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Is it for everything in the test or just one dice?
Just one die.
Add a die to their next test.
Yeah. So you can do that to the healing. It does.
Yep.
That's okay. After this, you guys can take a short rest and use your recovery dice. You succeed the medicine test.
And then he heals my rank.
Your rank plus what's your recovery die, Talanor?
D6.
So roll a D6 and D4 at the same time.
No, my rank's just the pips, so it's 3.
Correct. Your pips plus the dice. So roll a D6, and then the command die is a D4, and then +3 to that. So you heal 11 points of health there, Talanor.
Oh, I already added the +3.
Oh, beaut. So then 8 points on top of that. Okay.
Oh, this isn't
Pretty well recovered after that fight. Everyone can take a short rest as you recollect and you collect yourselves, and Liss will just like look at the blood that's pooled underneath Talanor and where the soldier went down.
My recovery die.
I'm gonna use treatment on you to get rid of your disorientation.
Cool. Do you have to roll for that?
It is just not Talanor's day to day.
Takes it out of my backpack.
Okay. Your disoriented has been treated.
Thank you. Yeah, Talanor just kind of holds his head, which is probably now wrapped up, and he's just like, "Thank you, Faz."
You're meant to dodge it. Duck next time.
I'm not used to fighting that many people at once. Okay.
He's like, and Faz is saying this in jest because he's having fun. He does these like a classic slap right on the fucking wound. Just like, come on up, you get. Pulls him to his feet.
Sun's just got his arms crossed, going, "This is a good thing. Your skull will grow harder."
Yeah.
Back and he's like, "Yes, that is correct."
Although, I should eat a couple of gels, make sure it heals back properly. I could go for some, I could go for some food right now, to be honest. Some crab legs.
Parched and hungry
Use some crab
myself.
legs.
Liss will speak up at that and just say, "Well, I had my suspicions, but it looks like maybe there is someone else in the war camp that's interested in the 4 of you and maybe what we're after. Who knows? It won't be long before knowing how things go. They're probably going to send someone more capable next time. I think whatever we're doing, we should do it fast."
Oh, that's a shame. Do you think I'll still make it to my duel tomorrow?
Well, Who knows? Maybe in your condition, you might want to sit out, and she'll like look at the patch of blood that's on your pristine white uniform now, just marred with blood all over it.
We've lost affairs.
No.
Oh, there we go.
I'm back.
Did you
Sorry,
lose me?
Talanor keeps dropping out, so I have to try and fix it. So I put it on Chrome, but it
With
immediately the same
Baz's
issue.
menstruations, I should.
That's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
It's weird. All right. So what we're going to do is wrapping that up. Liss will wander back off. We're going to come back after a short break now. We'll take our mid-session break. So we're on the YouTube side of things. We do this recording in 2 blocks. I know I've said this before. If you've listened this far or watched this far, you'll know. We're going to take our mid-session break, and we'll be back next episode. But on Twitch, sit tight, and we'll be back in 15 minutes.
See you soon.
Bye. See you all. Actually, yeah.
Take care.
Give everyone a bye for YouTube.
Bye bye.
See you next time, YouTube.
Bye bye, everyone.
We'll catch you soon.